we bring you a new episode on the Student Lounge on Maison Grace TV. We are your hosts. I am Lynette Adai.
And I am Anna Pinto. On the first segment of today's show, we will review stories from the Junior Graphic dated 26 March 2025. On the first story on our front page says, "Don't play with flammable materials at home. They can cause fire." The Assistant Divisional Officer of the Public Relations Department, Ghana National Fire Service, Mr. Alex Kenati, has advised children to desist from playing with electrical appliances and other flammable materials in order to reduce the rate of domestic fires.
She said electrical appliances such as iron, stove, microwave oven, plugs and sockets could easily catch fire at home. Therefore, they should be handled with care.
Speaking to the Junior Graphic in an interview on how to prevent domestic fires, Mr. Nate explained that most domestic fires were caused by negligence on the part of children who use electrical appliances without adult supervision. He explained that children often left knobs of gas stoves on after playing with them or left irons on after use, which caused the fire.
Mr. Nate cautioned parents to keep flammable materials and liquids such as kerosene, petrol, iron, matches, candle, among others, out of the reach of children so that they will not be tempted to play with them. He asked parents to be mindful of the kinds of doors they use for their homes since some were highly flammable.
Our next story is from page 3 of the Junior Graphic newspaper, which reads, 14-year-old JHS2 student loses limbs to electrical shock. A 14-year-old boy who has lost both upper arms and one leg following a domestic accident has begun the difficult road to recovery and is adjusting to the new life of not being able to use his natural limbs. The accident occurred last December 25, 2024, when the victim, a junior high school student and a resident of Hobo, a local community in Accra, came into contact with a naked electrical wire as he tried to fix a television cable, unaware of the risks involved.
Fire rages for market building in Edum. Government assures victims of support. Fire ravaged a 4-story commercial building at Edum in Kumasi Friday, March 21st, 2025, destroying several shops and causing panic among traders in the area. The blaze started at the Blue Light Arena in the railway area around 6 a.m. and spread rapidly before fire officers arrived to contain it. There was chaos at the scenes of the calamity as shop owners frantically broke into their stores to salvage goods before the flames could consume them.
Our next story is from page 2 of the Junior Graphic, which reads, violence during inter-school sports worrying. Dear editor, inter-schools and college athletic competitions provide a great opportunity for students to showcase their talents, interact with peers, and even get scouted for professional sports careers. However, recent incidents of violence during this competition are worrying. Some students engage in fighting, causing serious injuries to students for other schools, all in the name of sports.
In some cases, sharp objects have been retrieved from students, which is unacceptable and goes against the purpose of this competition. I urge teachers, parents and authorities to enforce discipline and remind students that they are future leaders, and if they continue with this behavior, they will jeopardize their own future.
Wow, so this brings to an end today's newspaper segment.
Make sure you grab a copy. We will go for a short break.
And when we return, the discussion segment will be next.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect place to start your world's educational journey or continuing smoothly? Look no further. Welcome to Maison Grace Academy, where learning and creativity thrives and every student shines. Our team of highly dedicated and hardworking staff provides your wards with a safe and nurturing environment, ensuring the learners get the best holistic and Christian foundation for success. With a rich curriculum that blends academics, creativity, and sports, we assist young minds grow healthy and with confidence. At Maison Grace Academy, every child enjoys a chance of success. From the classroom to the playgrounds to field trips, we make every moment count. As they say, a healthy mind is a wealthy one. Give your ward the start they deserve here at Maison Grace Academy. Enroll them today and watch them bloom. Maison Grace Academy. In God, we trust.
Welcome back from the break. We hope you enjoyed the newspaper segment.
We bring to you the discussion segment of the Students' Lounge. We are your hosts. I'm Catherine Nono.
And I'm Grace Coleman.
On the discussion segment for today, we discuss indiscipline among the youth.
Well, we see indiscipline has become very rampant in our community and also in the school. And to help us discuss indiscipline among the youth, we have here Mr. Samuel Otu.
You are welcome to the discussion segment of the Students' Lounge.
Thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing
I'm
well.
well. How about you guys? We thank God.
Among the youth. That is our topic for today. So what do you think indiscipline is?
Okay, so when we talk about indiscipline, we are basically talking about going contrary to rules that has been set. So the rules can be set by society or by an institution, mostly by an institution in authority. So indiscipline is going contrary to those rules that has been set.
Okay, so say to you, how do you think indiscipline among the youth has been so far?
Indiscipline is
Indiscipline
on
is-
the rise. Indiscipline is on the rise. We hear every now and then that there are cases of students or people, the youth, involved in acts or things that point to indiscipline. For instance, recently we heard that a student has stabbed his mother because the mother refused to give him his memory card. He just stabbed him like that. We have also heard of the news whereby certain students and then the young men in the community were exchanging blows and throwing things at each other. All these things are pointing to indiscipline. What about you guys? Have you recently encountered any form of indiscipline, probably in your school or in the community?
Well, recently, I just witnessed students fighting each other, whereby the other one ended up in hospital.
Well, then it means the injury was serious.
Yes, it was very, very serious. Okay, so say, what do you think are some causes of indiscipline?
Well, if you want to talk about the causes of indiscipline, it's one, poor parenting, and then probably two, inadequate resources in our various schools, and then three, poor teaching method. I'm talking about inadequate resources in the sense that when you have a school or an institution where there are limited resources, it leads to emotional stress, which can psychologically impact the life of the youth or the students and cause them to act in any bad manner.
Okay. Wow, that was quite a discussion. We go for a short break.
But before we go for the break, we take the idiom of the week.
We hope you remember last week's word is conflate, which means confused. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hello viewers, we are here to bring you the expression of the week. I'm Mirabel Agbenyega and I'm Felicity Apia. Today's expression is to feel under the weather. To feel under the weather simply means to feel slightly ill. Example, I was feeling under the weather but I managed to go to school. It was originated in the early 1800s and was initially used by sailors. This was your expression of the week. Catch us same time next week for more exciting words. Bye bye.
Kojo,
Yes, mommy.
could you please get me the new Onga chicken tablet from Auntie AC?
Okay, mommy. Then you what?
Onga chicken tablet, Onga chicken.
Tablet onga chicken 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 tablet Auntie AC.
Yes, Kojo, what do you want?
Introducing the new Onga Chicken Tablet, which adds natural chicken taste to not only your chicken dishes, but to all your favorite dishes. Spice up your meals with the new Onga Chicken Tablet. Onga, Mama's helping hand. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Welcome back from the break. So, sir, we were discussing on some causes of indiscipline. Okay, so, sir, can you please tell us some effects of indiscipline among the youth?
Okay, so,
So
talking about
effects of indiscipline among the youth. Again, I would like to, but there limit most of the answers to our school environment. So the first one is lower grades. Lower grades. Yes. What is one of the things that we have to look at? Another probably would have to do with breakdown of law and order. I'm talking about grades because when a student keeps on living a life of indiscipline, it can either lead the student to always miss what is being taught, and eventually it's going to reflect in his or her grades. Breakdown of law and order, we are going to have a lot of issues boiled down to crime and then arrest and offenses and all those things affecting the rap sheets of the student or the individual.
Okay, sir. So, what do you think are some solutions to indiscipline?
right.
Solutions to indiscipline, I want us to talk about two of them. The first one I want us to talk about is moral leadership. Moral leadership, but I'm coming from an angle where I think that if we want to reduce the rate at which there is indiscipline in our various schools and in our communities, we are supposed to model, or we should try and model our young ones to follow the examples of prominent people in our communities and in our country at large. Then we can also talk about effective education on the consequences of indiscipline. And when we do that, it's going to reduce, or it's going to deter people from committing acts of indiscipline.
Okay, sir.
Well,
What do you think? Do you have anything to add to it?
I would say the parents should be strict on their words so that they won't lead to some indiscipline acts.
yeah, I think I
Because everything starts from the house. If our parents are going to extend hands, or going to be extra strict on us, it's also going to help us reduce the.
So, sir, I want to put this question to you. What advice do you have for the youth that are not disciplined?
Advice is simple. Discipline is the key to success. So if you're going to be indisciplined, you are putting yourself on the path of failure, and it is a proven philosophy. If you're going to be indisciplined, you are going to be prone, or you are prone to failure in life.
Thanks a lot for your time. That was so engaging.
We hope you learned a lesson. Discipline leads to success.
We've come to the end of our segment. We go for a short break.
Hello everyone, welcome to the math segment on the Student Sounds. I'm Isaac Ejekun. Today we are continuing with last week's topic, which was algebraic expression. Today our expression is 12x plus 5y plus 10y plus 8z plus 2z plus 2y plus 8x. In solving this expression, we first of all group our like terms. We start with 12x plus 8x. Since we don't have any x value again, we move straight to y value. In moving to y value, we start with 5y plus 10y plus 2y. Since there's no y value, we go to 8z. 8z plus 2z. After grouping like terms, we simplify our expression. In simplifying our expression, 12x plus 8x will give us 20x. 5y plus 10y will give us 15y plus 2y will be 17y. 8z plus 2z will give us 10z. This is our final answer. Thank you for joining. Join us same time next week. Bye bye.
Yes. What do you do?
I run a sole proprietorship providing assistance to the food industry. I'm into transportation and distribution of hygienically packaged dairy-based nutritional delicacies which provide refreshment to Ghanaians from all socio-economic and age groups. The transport I provide is eco-friendly with zero gas emission as it runs on human energy.
What's on yogurt?
Pa.
Shine your hustle every day with the goodness of Fan Yogurt. So cool, so good. This advertisement is FDA approved.
Hello, lovely people of Ghana. You are watching the event segment of the Students' Lounge. I'm Christian Kwadi and I'm here with
Stephanie Sewing. Moving on to the first event, there was an exciting intersectional games held right in Maison Gates Academy. Let's watch the highlights.
So, Stefan, did you watch the match between Ghana and Madagascar?
Yes, I saw how Kudus was dribbling his opponent and making all his skills. Okay, let's go. Let's watch the highlights.
Penalised, the Sochaux man. Third division now, Sochaux. They used to be a Ligue 1 team. So then Jordan Ayew with the free kick once more, slightly further out this time as we head towards the 10-minute mark. Madagascar 0, Ghana 0. In it comes from Ayew. Back post! Oh, yes! Well, they had a dress rehearsal with a free kick a few moments ago, but this time right on the money. And Thomas Ayew's going to... No, he's going to have another go from outside. Jordan Ayew with the corner kick. Good one! And it's a second goal. 8 minutes into the second half and Ghana double their lead. Set piece undoing Madagascar again. He's in the middle. Jordan Ayew, though, tries to inject a little bit of pace. Lovely ball through. And the third goal. Well, smash and grab. And it's Kudus to Kudus, who scores the third goal and surely makes the 3-point save.
Yes, we hope Ghana qualifies for the World Cup.
Yes, we are going to US, Canada, and Mexico. Catch us same time next week. Bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode. Hope you enjoyed all our segments. Don't forget your idiom, to feel under the weather, which means to feel slightly ill.
Don't forget to comment, follow, and share.
Catch us same time next week.
I will bring you more interesting segments.
Bye-bye.